Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys what outlasting opponents means and how you can outlast a lot of opponents really fast to get a lot of your challenges done for certain skins, for the release of Season 9 and also having to complete challenges from the previous seasons such as Ice King or Lux. You need to outlast all those opponents, so I'm going to be helping you guys with some tips and tricks on how to outlast opponents very fast. Before I get into the video though, I just want to say with the release of Season 9, like all my past seasons when I made videos, I'm going to set a new goal for my channel, like a new subscriber goal that I want to reach before the end of this season. Last season my goal was to get to 5,000 subscribers. We got very close. We were like 400 or like 450 away. We got very close. I want to thank you guys so much for that. We did way better than I thought I was going to do. I didn't think I was going to get to the 5,000. I just wanted to really try and get to that, and we got so close. I want to thank you all so much for that, and to all my new subscribers, welcome. But for this season, for Season 9, this is going to be a crazy goal, but for Season 9, my goal is going to be 9,000, so if you want to help me get to 9,000 subscribers, subscribing down below would help a lot. And if you do subscribe, leave a little comment down below, and I'll be sure to go down there and heart you in the comments, and yeah, let's get into the tips. So before this, I just want to kind of explain what outlasting opponents means, because there's a lot of people who don't really know what outlasting opponents actually means. A lot of people have different kind of ideas about what it is because nobody's ever really thoroughly explained what it means, but I'm going to be explaining it right here, so for all the tips I'm going to give you, you know what I mean when I say outlasting. So outlasting opponents means getting the highest placement possible. So let's say you're playing a solo match. When you go into the match, there's you and then there's 99 opponents that you're facing. Now if you place number 1 in that game, that means you would have outlasted 99 people. That means you survived longer in the game than 99 people. So outlasting people is basically just surviving longer than them. So if you place number 99 in a game, that means you outlasted one person because one person died before you. So outlasting basically means seeing how many people die before you die. So if you get top 3, top 2, top 1, that would be really good for outlasting opponents because, obviously that would give you, like, you outlasted 96, 97, 98, 99, all those types of things. So basically you just want to survive as long as possible. So the first tip I have for you guys is to really just play passive. You don't want to be dropping at big named locations, places where a lot of other people are going to be dropping. You kind of want to drop in low-key areas that are on the side of the map, areas that normally people don't go to, and if people do go to them, it's normally not more than like 2 other people. So places like Junction, Haunted Hills, Snobby Shores are all great places to drop as a passive area if you want to outlast a lot of opponents. And also, after you loot up in these passive areas, you make sure you do not rush people. If you see somebody, it'd probably be a better idea to just not fight them at all, unless you know for sure you're going to be able to kill that person, because it's not worth risking the whole game and outlasting a lot of opponents just to try and get a kill. So definitely don't rush people and just drop at low-key areas, and that will help you out a lot. Now this next tip kind of plays a little bit on the last tip that I just gave, and it is to hide in camp near the middle of the map. So basically what that means is like maybe sitting in a shack or a bush or something so people don't really see you, because obviously if you're running around a bunch or you're running around houses looting or you're dropping things all over the place, people might notice that there's somebody near them and they'll be hunting for you. So it might be better to kind of just hide, stay low-key, don't let people know that you're there, so that you can just keep outlasting those opponents over and over and over again, and it'll just make it a lot easier. Just being as discreet as possible is the best thing you can do to outlast a lot of opponents. Now the next tip is one that I've actually shared a lot with in my past tips and trick videos, but I want to say it again because there's still a lot of people who don't know what it is, and it is actually a very effective method outlasting a lot of opponents, and that is called storm skipping. So what storm skipping is basically just sitting in the battle bus until the bus kicks you off. So obviously when you spawn in and you look at the map, it shows the battle bus path from where the bus starts to where the bus ends. What you want to do is sit in the bus until it forcibly kicks you out of the bus at the very end of the path. And right when it kicks you out, deploy your glider so you glide slowly down to the map. And then just sit in the air and wait until the first circle spawns. And once you see the first circle spawn, glide over to the circle and then land at a location that is at the edge of that circle. Landing at Haunted Hills would probably be a good idea then to outlast a lot of opponents. And normally by the time you land, once the first circle is spawned, you've already outlasted like 40 people, because there'll only be around maybe 60 people left at that point, including yourself. So that's very good. You didn't do anything You literally just sat in the air and you outlasted 40 people. So it's a very good strategy for outlasting a lot of people. Before getting to the last tip, I just want to say if you enjoy these tips and trick videos and you want to see more of them or more videos like them for the future seasons, make sure to leave a comment down below telling me and drop a like on the video because it really shows that you enjoy these types of videos and that they really helped you out. And yeah, let's get into the last tip. So this last tip is one of the more complex ones, which is to drop a low-key area but near a populated area. So obviously if you drop Haunted Hills, it's not near really anything that populated other than Pleasant Park, and most of the time Pleasant Park isn't that populated, but maybe it'll be more populated in the future with like other locations getting destroyed and everything. So maybe that might be a good idea, but for right now, probably not the best idea. What would be better is to maybe drop in a shack near Tilted or like Loot Lake or Paradise. Get a gun, wait for the first circle to spawn, just like in storm skipping, just wait for the first circle to spawn. At that point you'd outlived 40 people, which would be great. Then once that first circle is there, rush into that popular location, rush into Tilted Towers, rush into Paradise Palms, rush into Loot Lake, anything like that, and then try and get a couple kills. And if you die quick, that's fine, because dying quick will allow you to get into another game really fast, do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And from an hour, if you play this a lot, you'll be able to outlast a lot of opponents just by rushing in, dying, and that would get you outlasted like 50 people. So within the span of 10 minutes, you could probably outlast 100 people, maybe even more if you're really quick about it, or if the game just goes super fast. So dying quickly is a good method for outlasting a lot of opponents, but if you do care about your KD ratio in solo mode, it is probably not the best idea to do this. But if you don't care about your KD ratio, then it is completely fine to do this. It won't mess up your KD ratio if you just don't care about it or anything. It won't really matter. And yeah, that's it for my tips. But I noticed on all my last videos about outlasting opponents, a lot of people were asking if you could play LTM modes to outlast players, and what I have to say to that is you can. It will give you a little bit of players outlasted, but it is not nearly as effective as playing solo mode or squads mode or duos, anything like that. So if you really just want to outlast opponents fast, it is best to play the normal mode, solo, duo, squads, instead of LTMs like Team Rumble, 50v50, Floors Lava, anything like that. Those will outlast you a couple people, but not nearly as many as the main modes. So if you're just trying to outlast players, I would not recommend playing on those LTM modes. Well, anyways, guys, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel down below. Hit the bell if you'd like also, and like I said at the beginning of the video, leave a comment saying you subscribed. I'll go down there and I'll heart you. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.